Hello, Durud and Shalom. Guys, do you know when you asked me before that for examples of commentators on the left as an example for somebody who we could use to say, look, not all of the left is insane. Do you guys know who I used to mention as a way like, look, we have some really good people who have some really good principled liberal values who are not woke, who are not far left, who are not commies, who are not anti-imperialist, anti-Zionist. And it's a shining example of somebody that we could keep pointing to, as not all of the left is, you know, crazy. That person for me was Destiny. And holy shit, this motherfucker has gone radical and absolutely insane. Guys, who are some good examples these days that we could use to show that, hey, maybe not all of the left is crazy? Like, I used to use Destiny. I used to be like, guys, look at Destiny. He's so great. I used to be such a big fan of him. I mean, if Destiny was supposed to be an example of the younger generation of leftist people who, unlike Hassan Piker or Vaj, haven't gone full on woke or crazy or commie or woke. So we have Hassan, we have Hassan Abi, we have Vaj, who have radical leftists, but we also have Destiny, who is not insane on the left, but not insane. And somebody, Amir, saying Destiny, awful choice. Well, I know now, like recently, yes, but he used to be really good. I mean, he was really good at defending Israel. He was really good anti woke. He had some really, I don't know. I used to be a big fan, but like, who do we have? Who do we have as a good example now? Do we have Bill Maher? Yeah, Bill Maher is good. Yeah, I guess Bill Maher is good. Yeah, Bill Maher is left. Anyone else? Oh, Jack is saying I made a video on Destiny's attack, on Destiny attack Charlie Kirk on my channel 2 hours before this stream. Fun coincidence. Yes. Okay, good. And Jack, that's good that you're doing this as well. D is saying we have you. Oh, D. That makes me so. I mean, I don't know if I could be considered. So I have left leaning positions, but I also have right leaning positions. I am very right leaning when it comes to the economy. I am more left leaning when it comes to social issues. So I don't know if I would be considered left, given that I'm all over the place when it comes to my views. But I really appreciate that, D. That's very sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But thank you, D. That was very sweet. Oh yeah. John Fetterman. John Fetterman, that's good. I mean, I don't know. Does he have some? I don't know. I don't know his views on the economy. Maybe I would disagree with him there. But when it comes to Israel, he's and foreign policy, he seems to be good. Anyways, let's look at the insanity that is now Destiny. Look at the. I don't know how you could recover from this. So let's watch what he said. This is absolutely insane. This is going to be used forever to show to people that you cannot trust the left. Like, this is the person that people, the anti woke left, Destiny was the person that people would point to say. I mean, Bill Maher is like older generation. We've had so when it comes to liberal minded Democrats who are not woke, we have examples of that. But the argument was that younger people were going radical, either Marxist or woke. But Destiny was an example of, no, maybe there are some part of the young generation that is not crazy on the left. So that's why this is such a loss, because it seems like, I don't know, I think it's extremism is growing everywhere. So let's see how, maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe if you watch him, let's listen to him to see if this is extremism or not.
Since Charlie Kirk's death, when Erika Kirk posted Charlie's coffin, you responded, she tagged him, brackets, crying face emojis.
Look at it. Destiny posted this. She tagged him. So he's making fun of what?
You responded, she turned Erika Kirk since Charlie Kirk's death, when Erika Kirk posted Charlie's coffin, you responded, she tagged him, brackets, crying face emojis.
Yeah, because you tag him, but what's the problem with that? You tag his account. What's wrong with that?
In response to Alina Haber's tweet ordering people to fly their flags at half-mast in memory of Charlie, you posted on X buying flags and poles just to fly them fully erect. And you then posted yesterday ending every conservative debate call out I do in 2026 with "Don't dodge, bro." That's not what Charlie would have wanted. I mean, do you think that your response to the cold-blooded murder of Charlie Kirk has been appropriate?
Yes. I think that the only way this country moves forward into a better world is when conservatives can finally realize that they need to turn the temperature down on their side. We are 10 years into whatever this Trump madness is.
This is victim blaming. So it was the conservatives' fault that Charlie was assassinated. This is their own doing.
On their side. We are 10 years into whatever.
So a leftist killed a conservative, and you're saying let's make fun of the conservative who died, so that so I'm increasing the temperature so that the conservatives could understand that they need to lower the temperature, or else these things will continue happening to them. Guys, can somebody make that make sense to me? It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I don't have as high of an IQ as Destiny has. But can somebody make that make sense to me?
They need to turn the temperature down on their side. We are 10 years into whatever this Trump madness is, and there is not a single mainstream conservative that will call for a lowering of the temperature on their side. I think that liberals need to wake up and finally realize that if they're not willing to do it, it will never come down. If you wanted Charlie Kirk to be alive, Donald Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term.
The investigators, according to the governor of Utah, have established that he was radicalized to a investigators.
If you wanted Charlie Kirk to be alive, Donald Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term.
The
If you wanted Charlie Kirk, so conservative, don't vote for the candidates that you want, or else the people that you love die. Don't vote like this is how democracy works, apparently. So you like this candidate, we like that candidate. Don't vote for your candidate, or else people you like die. What the fuck is what line of reasoning is that?
Investigators, according to the governor of Utah, have
that's a threat. That sounds like a threat. Hey, in a democratic country, hey, conservatives, don't vote for your guy, or else we'll kill your people, or else leftists will come and take out your people. That sounds like giving in to terrorism. Like, you like that candidate, but hey, he's going to piss off a whole bunch of people on our side, and a bunch of people on our side might come kill people on your side. So you better not vote for the guy you want. That is basically giving in to terrorism. That's a threat.
Realize that if they're not willing to do it, it will never come down. If you wanted Charlie Kirk to be alive, Donald Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term.
The investigators, according to the governor of Utah, have established that he was radicalized to a leftist ideology that drove him to murder Charlie Kirk. Now, let me just ask you.
That's just not true.
Let me just ask
no
you.
way to deal with it.
Okay,
You're living in a
accusing the governor of lying.
Yeah.
That's your.
That is completely true. That has been completely verified by now.
Prerogative, but
sure.
If it turns out to have been somebody with a leftist ideology who wanted to shut up Charlie Kirk, would you condemn that?
I won't condemn anything until the president of the United States can go on air and say, all of us need to calm down.
So
Why would that be conditional? Why him condemning an assassination of an innocent man be conditional on what the president does? That is absolutely bizarre. Can somebody make that make sense to me? Guys, it's like I will not. Basically, that's the same as the people who refuse to condemn Hamas. I will not condemn Hamas unless Israel this and that. Why wouldn't, guys? What is the real reason why he wouldn't condemn that? It's the easiest thing to do. It's the most straightforward, easiest. You could be against Trump's position all you want. and at the same time condemn the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, Jack, I saw that. I can't find that tweet. If you can find it and send it to me, that would be great. Did he delete that? Because I saw earlier Jack is saying, I don't know, is that a made up tweet, or because I can't find it anymore? Maybe he deleted it. Jack is saying Destiny also called Kirk's memorial indistinguishable from a Nazi rally. He said that exactly. This is, by the way, this is the type of rhetoric that gets people like Charlie Kirk killed. He talks about Trump's rhetoric being responsible for Charlie Kirk's assassination. It's calling conservative Nazis. I mean, guys, put 2 and 2 together. If you keep calling conservative Nazis, then what is the proper response to Nazis? Oh, Jack is saying my video is about that tweet. I took a screenshot. Well, can you send me the link to that tweet, because I cannot find it right now? If you could link it and put it in the chat, I will share it with everybody, because that is insanity. But guys, do you agree when so many leftists call conservative Nazis, then at some point somebody's going to, if so many people believe that conservatives are Nazis, then some of them are going to be, well, when Nazis were around, anybody who did these, I'm not going to say what, because YouTube might think I'm saying it and I'm not. Anybody who does A, B, and C to Nazis were the heroes of history. Like, history looks kindly upon the people who did A, B, and C to Nazis. Obviously, if we now know that that's the justified thing to do to Nazis, so if conservatives are Nazis, then I'm justified in doing that. Okay. Oh, Jack found the tweet. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Thank you, Jack. You're amazing. Let me actually pull it up. Jack goes and does. That was really okay. Why couldn't I find this? I was searching for this. Let me look this up. So Destiny posted this. This Charlie Kirk memorial is indistinguishable from a Nazi rally, and fuck anyone who wants to pretend it's not. Is that really him? That is really him. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this. A black man is responding. You should try going to a MAGA event and just having a normal conversation with people. You might be surprised. It was my first time. I found that people at the memorial were committed to bold but peaceful resolution despite the violence shown to Charlie. Okay, guys, it was indistinguishable for a Nazi rally. But I saw the videos from the memorial. There were a whole bunch of black people there. There were a whole bunch of Jews there. I don't think you will find black people and Jews in Nazi rallies. Do you guys agree that having Jews and black people at the memorial makes it very, very different from a Nazi rally? Or am I misunderstanding what Nazism is about? Do you guys agree with that? I mean, having a black man supporting the memorial makes it very different from a Nazi rally. Somebody's saying disagree. I disagree. It's a shallow comparison. It's a shallow comparison? Having a Nazi rally, it's about racial supremacy. A memorial that has many different people with many different background in that memorial is anything but that. Oh, yeah, okay. So let's continue with this.
You won't condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk until Donald Trump says something.
I'm a YouTuber. Leftists and Democrats have been condemning and turning down the temperature, condemning violence, turning down the temperature for a decade. Donald Trump can't go on TV and say, all of us need to calm down.
Why do you think?
This is called whataboutism, right? This is a classic case of whataboutism. Donald Trump needs to. I am not going to do this decent, obviously correct thing to do because Donald Trump is not doing that. You know what? I even agree with him. Donald Trump needs to go and basically try to calm the temperature down. Okay? Yeah, Trump needs to do that. And if he's not doing that, I wish he did that. There you go. But what does that got to do with you not condemning it? Like, how is that helping? Like, by you not condemning Charlie Kirk's assassination, are you helping Trump get? Are you increasing the likelihood that Trump is going to do that? Like, Trump is like, guys, I was going to go escalate. I was going to cause a whole bunch. I was going to pour a whole bunch of fuel on this fire. But my staff just told me that this streamer called Steven Destiny, he is refusing to condemn Charlie Kirk's assassination, even though he wants to, even though he really wants to. He's refusing to condemn the assassination until I de-escalate. And for the sake of having Destiny condemn Charlie Kirk's assassination, I am going to now come here and de-escalate. Is that what he's like? What is the purpose of what you're doing? It makes no sense. It just seems like he doesn't want to. This is what's actually happening. He doesn't want to condemn the assassination, and he's looking for an excuse not to. And his best excuse is like, what about Trump? What about Trump? What about the conservative? It's the most dumbest excuse. Like, this is a famous logical fallacy for a reason.
That mocking the grieving widow of Charlie Kirk when she posts an image of her at the coffin side, why do you think that constitutes turning down the temperature?
You can't turn down the temperature on your own. The president of the United States is
inflame the
not
temperature.
able
You're
to
mocking
no,
his
it's
widow.
already inflamed.
You're
What are you
mocking his
talking
widow.
about? We've had multiple political assassinations over the past year. What do you mean it's turning up the temperature?
Why did you
to
mock
fight
his
with
widow?
online? Because
Why did you mock his widow?
Because she's being used as a political weapon right now
Wow.
for conservatives to continue their fight. What do you mean? Wow, she's literally doing.
Her husband just got
ads
murdered
on email. Yeah,
It's like saying, it's like if I show to you that the new politician's policy has increased crime rates in United States. Okay, so let's say, for example, a new president comes into power and his policies, just an example, just a thought experiment, and his policies is the result why we have higher crime rates in the United States. Should I go and be able to? What if I go and now murder somebody, and then you come and tell me like, Armin, why are you murdering people? And I say, well, I refuse not to murder people. Why are you talking to me? I've only killed 5 people. The president's policy has resulted in 2,000 more people dying this year. So don't come tell me not to kill. Tell the president to change his policies. Like, you are looking at 5 people I've killed, but you're not noticing it. You're saying crime rates has increased because of me murdering 5 random people. Crime rates has already increased because of the president's policies. So don't tell me to stop killing people randomly. Tell the president to change his policies. That's basically what. By the way, YouTube, I'm not killing anybody, and this is just a thought experiment. Please don't shut me down. That's basically what Destiny is saying here. Like, like, you are responsible for your own actions. Like, why are you, because the president is more important than you now get away with doing any evil fucking shit because the president is responsible for something? That makes no sense. And he keeps saying, but I'm just a YouTuber. Guys, I didn't know that's a license to be able to do whatever the fuck I want. Because, hey, guys, I'm even I'm a much smaller YouTuber than Destiny. I didn't know I could get away with basically standing up for the most evil shit and nobody could hold me accountable because the president has, I'm going to I'm going to use all the evil shit in the world as an excuse for my bad behavior. Guys, don't tell me not to defend that shitty policy. Look at Hamas. Hamas is still a thing. Look at, I don't know, ISIS. Look at guys, don't tell me not to support war crimes. I'm just a YouTuber. Go talk to Putin. As long as we have Putin committing war crimes, why should I stop supporting war crimes? That's basically, how is this guy was intelligent. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen coming out of his mouth.
She's using it to drive up recruitment for
And
a
you
political
can't even
movement.
condemn the murder.
Somebody saying, look at this idiot in the chat. Somebody saying, are you really comparing condemnation to murder? You fucking idiot. I'm showing you how absurd this methodology is. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Whether his action is, like he says, like it's part of freedom of speech. You're so stupid. This is not about whether, what I'm arguing is not whether destiny is correct or wrong. What I'm arguing is that his excuse makes no sense at all. You cannot say what I'm doing is correct, or what I'm doing should not be. There should be no complaining about what I'm saying because somebody else is doing something that is worse. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You're responsible for your own actions, you absolute buffoon. Are you guys, Amani, are you this stupid?
Murder. You won't condemn it.
Can't even tell his side.
You're
to
so
turn the
deranged
down.
about Trump that you
are
cannot condemn the
unhinged.
murder
It is such
because
a
you're
joke,
waiting
and
for
you guys
Donald
sit here
Trump
and
to say
make money
something.
off of it. Listen to me.
Why can't you condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Because it wasn't my side that caused it. It should be
Yes,
the
it
one
was.
that is driving up
It
the
actually
rhetoric.
was your side that caused it. It was your side.
This guy was.
Wait, because it wasn't my side that caused it. Even if that's true, even let's say it wasn't Destiny's side that caused it, which it was actually. But even if it wasn't, why would I need that to be the case for me to condemn it? Guys, do not condemn Hamas. If you condemn Hamas, it means that Hamas was on your side. I've been condemning Hamas all the time. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that because Hamas is not on our side. Are we supposed to only condemn actions by people on our side? This guy is stupid. Like I used to look up to Destiny. I really thought that he was really intelligent. This is absolute insanity. How is this even logical? This makes no sense. I didn't condemn him because it wasn't on our side. When did that become the rule that we only condemn actions by people from our side? This makes absolutely no sense.
It actually was your side that caused it. It was your side.
But Piers is telling him it was from your side, but that's not even relevant. Even if it wasn't, why can't you condemn it?
This guy was raised in a white Christian
He was a
household,
radicalized
in a Christian
leftist
state.
ideology.
Destiny says he was raised in a white Christian household. Guys, do you know Destiny was raised in a white Christian household? He's not right-leaning conservative, even though he was raised in a conservative household. What the fuck are you talking about? Just because you were, that's his argument that he was right-leaning? Guys, this is absolutely, I cannot believe this is childish. This is elementary level logic. He says, Piers is saying he was on your side, and Destiny's response is that he was raised in a white conservative. First of all, I didn't know white means bad. Is he saying white in a way?
Caused it. It should
yes,
be the
it
one
was.
That is driving up
it
the
actually
rhetoric.
was your side that caused it. It was your side.
This guy was raised in a white
He
Christian
was a
household,
radicalized
white Christian household. I didn't know white was he's racist too now. Oh my god, he was not on our side. He was raised as guys, remove the Christian part for a second. I know, forget the fact that he's also using Christian as an insult here, but just think about how racist it is. Just remove the Christian part and just listen to what he said. This man was not on our side. He was raised in a white household. He goes, ew, brother, ew. He was white. How could he be on our side? Says the white man. He was raised in a white family, white Christian household. I don't know what's. Says the man that was he himself is a leftist who was raised in a white Christian household. Destiny was raised in a white Christian household. Fark is saying you're missing the point. What a great explanation, Fark. You are so good at explaining things. It's so amazing. It's so amazing how people think that just saying that you're wrong. No, Armin, you're missing the point. They think that's good criticism. You guys are like your criticism is you guys are really ineffective at trying to correct people. Like if I'm wrong, try to come up with an actual argument.
It was your side.
This guy was raised in a white
He was
Christian
a
household,
radicalized
in a Christian
leftist
state.
ideology.
He wasn't radicalized by leftism at all. You have no proof of that whatsoever.
That's what
Just
the
like
investigation.
We have no proof of that ever. So, first of all, there is a lot of proof that he was a leftist, but him saying that he was in a white Christian. By the way, we have even so he was raised in a white Christian. What he should have said, he was raised in a right-leaning family, not a white Christian family. Because believe it or not, we have white Christian left-leaning families in the United States. We have white Christians who are left-leaning. So white Christian doesn't mean right-leaning. But even if it did, it doesn't make him right-leaning. This is too easy. Look, Fark is saying, okay, so he finally came up with the criticism. He's like, the point is that it doesn't matter he is right. Sideways, up and down. Ideas should not be suppressed just because some bad guys adopt it. Okay, Fark, you're not very smart. You basically change. You're like, Armin, you're missing the point. And the point he writes is basically nothing that's Destiny said. Destiny is saying that he was not from our side. He was not a leftist. He was on yours. He was right-leaning. He was not a leftist. So Destiny is not saying that. You're an idiot, Fark, because you're like, Armin, you're missing the point. No, I'm not missing the point. I'm actually listening to Destiny. I don't think you're capable of understanding what Destiny is here. Like, I'm trying not to insult you, but you're making it very hard. You're not very intelligent.
Was a conservative, just like the people that firebombed Shapiro's house was a conservative, just like all the J6ers were conservative, just like the Proud Boys were conservative. Every single one of these people. Oh, it's Jack Verzobek, what, the author of Unhuman, another person that Charlie's put a good one, dude.
Well, I'll give you one last chance, Destiny, to condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk.
Yes, you are acting like an unhuman.
Why can't I hear Donald Trump condemn violence in this
all
country?
right, you won't condemn it. Okay, we've all heard.
That's insane.
Guys, why is it so hard? If you have any point, just say, I condemn Charlie Kirk's assassination, but also, and then, no, but. And then after, make your points against conservatives all you want and against Trump all you want. Just condemn his assassination. Like, why is that so hard?
We've all heard you repeatedly refuse to condemn it.
We've heard Donald Trump refuse to condemn
Jack
it too. For some
Verzobek.
reason, the leftists on YouTube are a bigger deal. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nobody said you're okay. Look at this. This is both whataboutism and a strawman. So Charlie, Piers is saying you refuse to condemn the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and like, oh, but Trump also refuses to blah 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 blah. That's obviously whataboutism. But then he continues by saying, but all of a sudden a YouTuber is a bigger deal. Nobody fucking said that. You fucking moron. Destiny, you're a fucking moron. The reason why they're talking about you condemning it because you're sitting there, you fucking idiot. Obviously, if Trump was sitting there, then we would be talking about what Trump is doing wrong. But you're the one who's sitting there. We're talking about what you're doing, you fucking idiot. Nobody said that you're more important than Trump. You don't have to be more important than Trump for your actions to matter, you fucking piece of shit.
Incredible is you don't have the basic humanity to condemn it. You'd rather taunt his widow. I find that sickening. Jack Posobiec.
I find it sickening that when people are getting killed in the country, the president of the United States on Fox and Friends, when they're begging him, what do you say to your followers that want revenge?
This is whataboutism. Like I don't know what else to say, but you find it disgusting that I did this, then I find it disgusting that Trump did this. Guys, I can't get away with murder if this is a line of reasoning that actually sells. Like you find it disgusting that I find it disgusting that somebody more important than me. Why? You could excuse everything with that line of reasoning.
I don't know. All the elections are rigged. It's the radical Democrats. That's insane to me. And then the fixation is, well, who on Twitter and YouTube isn't condemning the violence?
And the irony of Charlie Kirk is,
yeah, I mean, you are one of the largest streamers on the fucking on the planet. Like, oh, I mean, like, it's amazing how these people really brag about how big they are, and then all of a sudden, when they say something that is absolutely insane, they go like, "Oh, I'm just a nobody." Oh, I'm nobody compared to the president of the most powerful country on earth. Sure. Compared to the president of the most powerful country on earth, you're nothing. But that's an insane comparison relative to 99.99999% of the people on the planet. You have a louder voice. You are one of the largest streamers with the largest audience on the fucking planet. How did you all of a sudden become so insignificant? Only if you compare yourself to Trump, you might look tiny, but if you don't matter, then who the fuck does? Like, what are you talking? You spent all of these years making such a large audience to listen to you, for you to come and say like, "Oh man, I'm just a nobody. Nobody knows about me." What the fuck is this? This is such an insane excuse. I mean, even if you had like, guys, this excuse wouldn't follow, wouldn't make sense for a streamer that had 2 or even 1 person in the audience, or 0 actually. Like, if you were like a live streamer and I came to your YouTube channel and I saw that I'm the only person that is watching on your live stream, and you have 1 person watching, and then you were saying, "I refuse to condemn Charlie Kirk's assassination," I was like, "What the fuck? This person is garbage. This person is a shitty person." Even if you had only me as your audience, but no, Destiny, with hundreds of thousands of people watching him all the time. I'm just a random YouTuber. Who cares about what I have to say? It's Trump that you need to. Okay, what the fuck?
he led the way in going in to debate with people who hated him, and he would try and have respectful dialogue.
Charlie Kirk beat up on college students.
Unlike you, Destiny.
Let's be
Let
real.
me bring Andrew Wilson in.
So do you.
Let me bring in Andrew Wilson.
So do you. You beat up on college students. You go.
Wait, Charlie Kirk. Oh, like Charlie Kirk just beat up on college students. Charlie Kirk only beat up on Charlie. Like, look at this. Look at this. Destiny. This is Destiny. Look, that's Destiny answering questions on a college campus.
As many as you, sir.
Look, I don't understand this.
Going to college
Charlie Kirk beat up on college students.
Unlike you.
And like, what is it? Charlie Kirk beat up on college students. Charlie Kirk went into an academic environment, and people act like that's unfair because these are college students. How is that unfair? Charlie Kirk did not have a degree. Like, these college students, if their degrees, if what they're studying in university is worth anything, they should be better than Charlie, because Charlie did not finish university. So how is that unbalanced? How is that beating up on college student? If anything, somebody who hasn't finished college going into an environment where everybody around him is, getting a degree or has a degree, that would be, if academia is worth anything, that would be unfair to Charlie. And by the way, when Charlie went to universities and college environments, he kept on he told the students, like, people are like, oh, this is unfair because you're just arguing against college students. And he would say, go get your professors. Go get your professors. I will debate them. If you wanted me to. I don't know. This is insane. I mean, anybody could, like, you didn't even have to be a college student. You could just walk up there and talk to him.
Let me bring Andrew Wilson in.
So do you.
Let me bring in Andrew Wilson.
So do you. You beat up on college students. You go on a college tour. You're
Charlie
going on a
Kirk is
college
trying to
tour
hold
right
higher
now.
level.
Yes. Why did you say to your co-host
Yeah, keep
that
focusing on me.
the
Keep
bullet
focusing on me.
that the
I'm
bullet
not here to play.
that the bullet was for Trump? Why did you say to your co-host that the best place for the bullet was Trump? Why did you say that?
Why did Donald Trump call
It's
him
a whataboutism.
Look, he doesn't answer the question. When Andrew Wilson is asking him this question, because Destiny said the bullet would have been better. The bullet that went into Charlie, like killed Charlie, it would have been better inside of Trump. That's what he said. Destiny said, and he's questioning him that. And now look how nervous he is. He's trying to shout over him.
So do you. You beat up on college students. You go on a college tour.
Charlie
You're going on a
Kirk is
college
trying to
tour
hold
right
higher
now.
level.
Yes. Why did you say to your
Yeah,
co-host
keep
that
focusing on me.
the
Keep
bullet
focusing on
that
me.
the bullet
He's like, oh, Destiny's like, oh, keep focusing on me. Keep focusing on me. You're a fucking guest here. What the fuck are they gonna? You're here to talk about what you said. You're like, oh, why are you focusing on me instead of Trump? Because you're on the fucking panel, you fucking piece of shit.
Here to
that
play.
the bullet was for Trump. Why did you say to your co-host that the best place for the bullet was Trump? Why did you say that?
Why did Donald Trump call
It's
him
a
a fascist?
whataboutism.
That's what's causing people to
Whataboutism.
kill- Yeah,
I'm
that's what
asking
you're
you a
doing right now,
question.
Whataboutism. The
I can't be
conversation is about
whataboutism
what
if
I
it's
said.
my
The
question,
conversation is
Destiny.
on the radical
It's
left.
your turn.
Donald
Like Destiny doesn't even know how whataboutism works. People are asking him why you did this. It's like, oh, you're doing whataboutism. How is that whataboutism? Destiny, do you know how whataboutism works? For it to be whataboutism, there should have been an original question regarding something else, and then they're changing it but instead of answering it, they're saying, what about the second thing? How is what Andrew Wilson doing here whataboutism? Do you not understand how whataboutism works? And Andrew says that it cannot be whataboutism if I'm asking the question. Why
did Donald Trump call
It's
him
a
a fascist?
whataboutism.
That's what's causing people to
Whataboutism.
kill- Yeah,
I'm
that's what
asking
you're
you
doing
a
right now,
question.
Whataboutism. The
I can't be
conversation is about what
whataboutism
I
if it's
said.
my
The
question,
conversation is
Destiny.
on the radical
Destiny doesn't understand how whataboutism works. Unbelievable. Oh, thank you, Drew. We got a super chat from Drew saying Destiny is sick. I know, right? Oh, I don't know why the counter is not working. We already got some super chats, but the counter is not working. It's okay. But thank you, guys. We were supposed to try to get 10 super chats. We got one so far. But thank you, guys. Thank you, Drew. You started it. So let's go. I don't know why the counter is not working. So let's
It's your
continue.
turn.
Donald Trump.
Did
then
Trump
no,
deserve the
I
bullet?
never said that. No, I never said that. No.
Okay, except you did to your co-host.
No,
You
I
said,
didn't. Oh, wait. When did
your
Donald Trump
exact
disavow?
words-
Wait. When did
you-
Donald Trump
your
disavow
exact
all violence
words
in
to
this
your
country?
co-host, you lying sack of shit. If he wanted
I'm the lying
to
sack
kill
of
Trump,
shit?
the
No
worst
way.
thing that could have happened
Donald Trump
was the
disavowed
bullet
all
missing.
political violence. And
That's what you
this,
said,
and this is
bro.
yeah. And this is where when
You're
you're
the
putting
biggest lying sack of
YouTubers, when
shit,
you're putting YouTubers and tweeters on the same level as the president of the United States.
Who's putting YouTubers and tweeters on the same level of United States? If they're talking about you, it doesn't mean that they're putting you at the same level of the president. You fucking idiots.
This is why conservatives are absolutely brain broken when it comes to violence.
Oh yeah, the conservatives are absolutely brain broken. They're asking you why you said if the bullet went for Trump, it would have been ashamed if it missed it. And they ask you why you said that. You said like, oh, you're making me as important as Trump. So basically, based on the standard, anybody in the world can say anything and we cannot question them because they're not as important as Trump. And then he says that the conservatives are brain broken. The standards are insane. This is absolute lunacy.
In this country. And that's why it'll continue.
But
There'll be more
Destiny,
deaths.
but Destiny,
Maybe it'll be me at the next one. Who knows? There'll be
Well,
more
I do
people
agree
that
you
die,
want it to
and you guys are
continue.
all going to turn around and be like, I can't believe it. What's going on?
Destiny-
What's happening here?
Okay,
Yeah.
Destiny, if you care so much about political violence in America, why don't you lead the way yourself without mentioning anybody else? Why don't you, Destiny, right now just outright condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Because we've been doing that for a decade. One side can't turn down the temperature.
You can't do it.
Can't turn down the temperature.
How is that an argument? You cannot condemn violence because you have been doing it for a decade. Okay, do it for another decade, or do it for 100 other decades. What the fuck does that mean? Like, because, like, guys, can you help me? I'm trying to understand the logic here. I cannot condemn violence because we have been condemning violence for a decade. It's like me saying, guys, I'm against poverty. I don't like poverty, but I have been anti-poverty for a decade now, and we still have poverty in the world. So how about this? From now on, I'm not going to be anti-poverty. I'm going to be pro-poverty. Because what has being against poverty in the past 10 years has gotten us? So I might as well be pro-poverty. Guys, I used to also be anti-cancer. I used to think cancer was bad. I've tried having a negative view on cancer for the past 20 years. Actually more, 40 years of my life, right? But we still have cancer. So I am now officially pro-cancer. What the fuck is this? This is absolute fucking insanity. We got another super chat. Drew is saying, you're doing the Lord's work to defend his innocent people. Okay, what? Oh, okay. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. You're doing the Lord's work to defend the Lord's innocent people? Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
If Donald Trump can't, then the left shouldn't.
Yeah, Amir saying, if you can't beat them, join them. Guys, we tried stopping violence. It didn't work. We're pro-violence now.
Because we've been doing that for a decade. One side can't turn down the temperature. Can't turn down the temperature. If Donald Trump can't, then the left shouldn't until he does.
Got it.
Republicans
you don't want to do it.
Need accountability for their actions. They need some responsibility for the insanity.
He had it coming,
even though you've taken on yourself. Let me bring in Jack Passoni.
Oh yeah, basically the conservatives have been based on the things that they have said. This is what they deserve. That's the argument he's making.
We absolutely.
All right, that's enough, Destiny. I'll bring in Jack Passoni.
Yeah,
Jack.
Okay. Nice. Both sides it.
Jack.
Yeah.
What is your response to this?
I mean, Piers, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, this type of ideology where you've got someone who's willing to mock Erika, who's been standing strong for her family, for her children, who's just, she will never be able to grow old with Charlie. She will never be able to be with them again, have more children, to have grandchildren, to have those memories, to raise them. It's all gone. Every single moment of that future that they had was gone because someone fired a bullet at Charlie Kirk that said, "Hey, fascist, catch." And now you have people celebrating it. And when you ask people
That's
about
not even
it,
the
they
bullet
say,
that was fired.
"Oh,
how are you lying about this?
Shut
even?
up, Destiny.
Holy
shut
shit.
up.
You're so
Shut
shameless,
up.
dude. Oh my God. You're not even.
Who fucking cares which bullet? He's like, that's not the bullet that was shot. How does that make a fucking difference? How the fuck does that make a fucking difference? And he calls him shameless. The guy, look at him. He's trying to make an emotional defense of Charlie Kirk's wife. Like this is a moment of showing some humanity. And then he catches him on a gut shoot regarding which bullet was shot. And then he has the audacity of calling him shameless. What the look at this.
Was gone because someone fired a bullet at Charlie Kirk that said, "Hey, fascist, catch." And now you have people celebrating it. And when you ask people
That's
about
not even
it,
the
they
bullet
say,
that was fired.
"Oh,
How are you lying about this?
shut
even?
up, Destiny!
Holy
Shut
shit!
up!
You're so
Shut
shameless,
up!
dude. Oh my god! You're not even inside the right bullet. You're such a disgusting
Piers.
piece of shit. Holy
He's a disgusting piece of shit because the bullet that wasn't the bullet that was shot. Who the fuck cares? Which one? Why would that make him a disgusting piece of shit? You're the shameless, disgusting piece of shit who's interrupting him talking about his emotional support for Erika Kirk. And oh my god, that's Amir saying weird nitpicking. It's not just that it's nitpicking. It's also on top of nitpicking, he calls him a lying piece of shit, a shameless lying piece of shit for getting the bullets wrong. Yeah, somebody's saying in the chat, Destiny is morally bankrupt. Like, he didn't let him finish his emotional talk over getting the bullet wrong. And look, he thinks that this is such a look. He's so proud of himself. You know what I think is happening here? At this moment, he's realizing how evil he looks. So he's trying to do a gut shoot to say like, "Oh my god, you're the shameless, evil, lying sack of shit," because he knows that that's what he looks like right now. So he's trying to find an excuse to say, "No, it's the other side that is the evil, lying sack of shit." And he was looking for an excuse to do that. And the bullets, which bullet was shot, that's what he picks as his excuse. Listen to this part again. This is an evil man. He's not just stupid. This is evil.
You have people celebrating it, and when you ask people
That's
about
not even
it,
the
they
bullet
say,
that was fired.
"Oh,
How are you lying about this?
Shut
even?
up, Destiny!
Holy
Shut
shit!
up!
You're so
Shut
shameless,
up.
dude. Oh my god! You're not even inside the right bullet. You're such a disgusting
Piers.
piece of shit. Holy.
It reminds me a bit of the journey I've gone on, very different circumstances, but the Israel-Hamas war. The reason I asked everybody on the pro-Palestinian side for months after the war started, do you condemn what Hamas did, is I think it was very enlightening as to the humanity of the person.
By the way, guys, watch Andrew Wilson's content as much as you can, because based on the number of cigarettes that this man consumes, I don't think he's going to be with us for much longer. Like, this man, just when on the shows that he is, I think he just smoked 50 cigarettes just while we were watching him. I don't know what he does the rest of the day, but I don't think he's going to last much longer given how much he smokes.
Shit! Holy.
It reminds me a bit of the journey I've gone on, very different circumstances, but the Israel-Hamas war. The reason I asked everybody on the pro-Palestinian side for months after the war started, do you condemn what Hamas did, is I think it was very enlightening as to the humanity of the person by how they responded. If their immediate response was, of course I do, the mass murder of civilians on October the 7th was a horrendous atrocity, then we can move on to an intellectually honest debate. If they refuse to condemn what Hamas did, it's a completely different debate. And what is terrifying about the mindset of a lot of people on the woke left I've seen since Charlie Kirk's death is the brazen glee that they're taking to his murder. And then when I see even Destiny, who's a very well-followed person on the internet, well-known, when Destiny, frankly, if you can't bring yourself just to say the murder was horrific and should never have happened, it's a very simple sentence. It's just basic humanity. It really makes me despair for where everything is going, because it's indicative of the mindset of, I can't give an inch to my political opponents, therefore I lose my humanity. How can that be right?
Because you can't give an inch to political opponents that won't recognize or acknowledge anything they've done is wrong. It's all it's done is gotten us here. This is where we're at because of that exact mindset. You're not asking how we feel about it. You're asking what the public statements should be. And the public...
Yeah, okay, first of all, that's not true. There are many people on the right who acknowledge mistakes that has been made. But even if that what Destiny was saying was true, how is not condemning Charlie Kirk's assassination is going to help with that? let's say all of the people on the right, every single one of them, refuse to accept the mistakes that has been made on the right, which is not even true, but let's say assume that's correct. Okay, refusing to condemn Charlie Kirk's assassination is going to help with fixing that. How?
It's all it's done is gotten us here. This is where we're at because of that exact mindset. You're not asking how we feel about it. You're asking what the public statements should be. And the public statements should be the president of the United States.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
You're
I'm
asking
not.
me for a public statement
I'm
right
asking,
now.
where is your humanity? You can't just say the murder was
wrong. Where is your humanity,
wrong.
Piers? You guys are playing into this exactly. I think you probably know it. I think Cornell was right about this. You know where your bread is buttered as well. You guys play into this. It's insane to me that the president of the United States can't say, hey, all of us need to be less violent. We all need to calm down. That the president of the United States can't say this, but you will endlessly scour Twitter and YouTube for leftists to bring on and say, don't you guys disavow the violence? It's absolutely absurd to me. You're going to sit here and pretend like Democrats are the ones that started the name calling? I heard them call Obama and the Clintons.
I didn't say.
Who cares who started what? Like, who cares? Like, okay, how is that relevant? Let's say all the conservatives are evil. Every single person on the right is bad. They refuse to acknowledge their mistakes. They started their name calling. How does that excuse your behavior? I don't understand. It doesn't follow. Like, how is he connecting these points to each other? Oh, and Kenny's saying it's kind of, but the other side also does it. Yeah, that doesn't make it right. I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Listen, communists.
When did I say that?
Heard them I'm just saying, why are we pretending that some people...
I'm saying, why did Cornel West
household?
Why would Cornel West walk out on a debate when we're literally talking about the importance of speech? Makes no sense to me.
If speech is important, then the president should exercise it more cautiously.
So should you.
Republicans have been... You can't stop.
You've got millions of followers, and you think it's fine to show them you're mocking a widow.
You cannot choose for your opponent not to fight you.
Fine.
If Republicans won't turn down the rhetoric, then who cares?
He keeps trying to change the conversation. Everybody's talking about what you did and why it was wrong, and you're like, but Trump did, but Trump did, but Trump did. Okay, I don't understand. Yeah,
fight you.
Fine.
If Republicans won't turn down the rhetoric, then who cares? Donald Trump.
Who cares?
Who cares? One of the largest streamers on the planet. What he says, who cares? Because Trump is more important.
This is the rhetoric that led her to being killed. 2 days before she died.
Who cares that you mocked a grieving widow?
This is all. It's just virtue signaling. You guys are excited about it. You guys love it.
How is it?
Oh, it's virtue signaling, guys. Guys, you could come and say the most evil shit, and if anybody opposes it, I'm just going to call it as virtue signaling. Yeah, I mean, if it's virtuous to stand up to evil, and if you stand up to evil, people will see it, and therefore you will call it virtue signaling. Based on that categorization, we shouldn't stand up to evil, because any standing up to evil will be seen as a virtuous act, and other people will see it, and you will just label it as virtue signaling. So let's just not stand up to evil, I guess, huh?
How is it that you said this guy can't possibly be a leftist?
It's exciting to you. It's insane to me.
Yeah.
No.
How is it that you said this guy can't be a leftist because he grew up in a white Christian household when you grew up in a white Christian household by your own admission just now, and you're leftist, Destiny?
I'm 36 years old. This guy was 22 and he lived at home.
What does that have to do with anything?
Life.
What does that have to do with anything?
I had 20 years to separate myself from my parents' ideology. I didn't live with them.
Oh.
What the fuck? Some people, oh my God, look at him. He caught him. They're like, you were grown in a conservative family. So how does that mean that and you're a leftist? So when you say that he was grown in a conservative family, how is that proof that he's not a leftist? He's like the age difference. He's like, because he was 20 something and I'm 30 something. First of all, Stephen, you became a leftist much earlier, not just now. Also, what the fuck does that got to do with anything? The point is that many kids have different ideologies, different political views compared to the parents. Some of them get separated at age 40, some of them 30, some of them 20, some of them at 10. You think 23 years is not enough time? I mean, I myself became an atheist in an Islamic environment, in an Islamic country, but I became more agnostic at age 16, and I became a full-on hardcore atheist at age 18 in an Islamic society. Everything around me was Islamic. 18. So yeah, 22 is more than enough time for you to separate your viewpoint from the environment that you're
What does
in.
that have to do with anything?
Yeah, Blue in the chat is saying same, Erman.
White Christian household by your own admission just now in your leftist destiny.
I'm
Can you explain that
36
to
years
me?
old. This guy was 22 and he lived at home.
Yeah, 22 is more than enough time for you to have a different view from your
What
parents.
does that have to do with
Basically his entire
anything?
life.
What does that have to do with
Because I
anything?
had 20 years to separate myself from my parents' ideology. I didn't live with them
Oh,
still. Jesus.
So 6 months, 1 year, 20 years? Why does it matter how long it took to separate? You just got to say it was impossible, and you yourself are a leftist who grew up in a Christian conservative household, dude. You're the
You're
worst
asking me-
hypocrite
you're
I've
asking
ever
me-
seen.
Hold on.
You're the
I'm
worst
sorry. You think
hypocrite.
you think that a 22-year-old has as much time to separate himself from the ideology that he grew
Did
up
I
with
say
as
that?
a 36
22 is enough time to separate their ideologies from their parents, you fucking idiot. How is that not enough time?
year old?
She's seeing all of it. She's going to see all of it. Her kids are going to watch this video one day. It's just that's sort of the nature of reality now. They will see all of this and they will see the reaction. And I just hope that those of us who knew Charlie, worked with Charlie, who knew Charlie beyond the, TikToks and short videos can also be there for those kids as they grow up to let them know who their dad was.
And
Our
I
kids are
think
going to grow up and watch old episodes of Piers Morgan Uncensored. How performative is this? Is everybody here? Did we all get like a script before the show? What?
They watch a lot of
This is
old episodes of the
ridiculous.
so
JFK
embarrassing. You make the
assassination, bro.
left look so
Jesus.
bad, and you don't even realize it. You are
My God.
seriously so embarrassing.
Wow, Anna Kasparian said something I agree with for once. Guys, oh my God. Oh, ew, I feel disgusting. I agreed with Anna Kasparian. Ew, that's not a good feeling. Somebody help. I need to watch I need to watch a video from Anna that is anti-Zionist video from Anna so I could get out of this situation. This is not good. Ew. Yeah, I agree. Guys, this is not good. Anna, I hate Anna saying something that I agree with. Oh, look at this idiot. Somebody in the chat saying, oh, wow, Armin agreeing with a woman feels disgusting. What a shocker. Wow, you must be a leftist who turned this into something that it wasn't. This person, I don't know if you're a leftist or not, but you sound like a leftist. Guys, like me disagreeing with Anna, I don't know. Are you joking? I hope you're joking. Is this satire? This is amazing. I don't know if it's satire or not, but this is very much like what a leftist would say. Like, my disagreement with Anna is obviously about her anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic views, her insane views against Israel. And this person, this fucking idiot, made it about being a woman. This is look at this. She says, I'm a woman who has heard the way you address women. You fucking moron. I do this to men and women. But this is a leftist mind. This is the leftist brain rot that we talk about. Like, they see, you saw me fucking shitting on Destiny, who is a man, throughout the stream. But for the fact, I want you to see how insane these leftists are. The same way I talk about women, the way I talk about women when I disagree with them is the same way I talk against men. And I was shitting on Destiny throughout the stream. But the past few seconds, I just said I was disgusted because I'd agreed with Anna Kasparian. And she said, oh, look, she turned it into something about misogyny. You see how fucking sick these people are? You see how fucking sick these people are. The worst thing for women's rights. The same way that these people fucked up LGBT rights, they fucked up gay rights, they fucked up trans rights, they're fucking up. I'm so glad that the women rights movement was so successful before these fucking leftists got around. I'm so happy that liberals were so successful with women rights and gay rights before these fucking losers showed up, or else we wouldn't have women rights and gay rights right now. It's such a shame that trans rights was infected with these motherfuckers. These people are a cancer to the trans rights movement because they have turned it into something insane. Gay people and women should be so happy that liberals, not leftists, managed to achieve so much before these motherfuckers got around, or else we wouldn't have gay rights and women rights right now. And it's such a shame for trans people that their entire movement has been fucked before they could get before they could accomplish as much as women and gay people did. These people fucked up trans rights. They turned it into a fucking sickness. I hope one day we could. I hope one day we could start something new for the sake of trans people. Fucking insane. These people cannot be helped. They're fucking sick. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. That was good. That was good. Let's move on. All right, guys. I did what I had to do today. I just need to show you the disease that is leftism. I mean, we have done so good to show how fucking insane Islam is. You also need to see the other side, which is leftism, more on this channel because it is a sickness. We need to respond to it. Jack is saying, will you be on your personal channel today? I will be on my personal channel tomorrow. I've been working on a project so I could come with something special, but not today. But I will show you something very special that I've been working on tomorrow on my personal channel. But thank you for asking. I really appreciate you guys wanting me to do more stuff on my personal channel. All right, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell notification, and don't forget to recommend the Atheist Republic YouTube channel to your friends and your enemies. I like having some crazy anti-Israeli, some leftist, some Islamist in the channel because we get to point and laugh, and we also get to see how crazy they are, right? So it works for educational purposes. So do recommend this channel to your enemies as well. And until same time tomorrow, probably. Yes. Okay. Say it with me in the chat. I'm Israel Chai, Javid Shah. Bye, guys.